Good morning, I'm Steve from Quantamize and you're watching the Quantamize Global AM Markets Preview, where it's all about uncomplicated investing, great data, and all the awesome trades you're going to need for the day. Let's get started, and remember, it's for free.
Today is April 11th, 2019. What am I doing this morning? I don't know what you're doing, but I'm excited for Disney's Analyst Day today. The stock is up 6.4% since we called it a buy for you back near the end of March. Today's Analyst Day is going to touch on the upcoming Avengers End movie, as well as the potential for a new buyback program, upgrades to the parks, and the launch of Disney Plus, Disney's streaming business, at the end of the year. Bullish sentiment is really building for this stock. Now, just touching a little bit on the point we highlighted earlier this week, that earnings estimates for 1Q have been cut the most in 3 years. Something to consider is that if earnings surprise, now that expectations are so low, we may actually see continued improvement in operating margins. Now that could really support stock valuations going into the second half of the year. Back in the day, I was given the responsibility to determine whether my investment management company should participate in the Facebook IPO. After reading the prospectus about 6 times, I declined to participate. It was the right call for us back then. Lyft is starting to resemble the same track Facebook took after its IPO. Something to think about. Not arguing it's a short here, but the current trend definitely doesn't look great. Now let me tell you about some really important stock news you need to be following this morning. Bed Bath & Beyond delivered another quarter of weak results, with same-store sales falling 1.4%. Gross margins fell to 34.7% from 35.9%. Adjusted EPS of $1.20 actually beat consensus of $1.12, but revenue was in line. Bed Bath & Beyond gave 2019 EPS guidance that is well ahead of consensus. This actually could be one worth tracking this 2Q. We're not saying it's a buy here, but start to keep track of it. Microsoft and Amazon are the finalists to win the contract for the Pentagon's cloud computing update, the Defense Department says. The Pentagon is awarding a $10 billion contract to update its network in a program called JEDI, the Joint Enterprise Defense Infrastructure Program. The final decision could come as early as mid-July. And finally, it's Lyft again. Lyft shares are continuing to drop, even with news that Uber is planning its IPO. Uber is targeting a $10 billion IPO, dwarfing Lyft's $2.3 billion IPO. Uber is targeting a $100 billion valuation for the company, also dwarfing Lyft's $17.5 billion valuation that it got during its IPO. When Lyft started trading, it was greeted with fanfare as the only listed ride-sharing company. I guess the honeymoon is over as quickly as it started.
Thanks for watching this video. We'd love to hear from you and get your thoughts. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave a comment below, shoot us a tweet, or send us an email. I'm Steve from Quantamize, and you were just watching the Quantamize Global AM Markets Preview.